What are you truly seeking in life? This is a question that every man must ask himself at some point. Are your desires and what you're gaining throughout your pursuits truly fulfilling your deepest needs and longing? Or are you losing yourself behind temporary pleasures and achievements? As a man, it's natural to want success, strength, stability, and prosperity. However, true prosperity and stability comes from within through developing resilience and stability of the mind. Too often we seek wealth and possessions without first developing our internal strength. But we must remember that everything external is merely a reflection of our internal world. So before pursuing desires and achieving all the things you want to possess, there are some important things a man needs to understand. We must recognize that no matter what we gain externally, if our internal world is unbalanced, we will never find lasting fulfillment or peace. This is why doing inner work, or what some call inner engineering, is so important for men. Inner engineering refers to the process of finding balance between the challenges of our daily lives and cultivating inner well-being and peace. It is the process of nourishing both our mind and body so that we can be rich from within, even when we appear to have nothing externally. A man who has conquered and balanced his internal world through self-mastery will remain stable and strong no matter his external circumstances. With inner strength and balance, a man is then better equipped to pursue his desires and ambitions in a healthy, balanced way. But we must be careful not to lose ourselves in desires and forget our deeper purpose. What is the goal once you achieve all the things you wanted to possess? Merely accumulating more without purpose will not lead to fulfillment. True, lasting fulfillment comes from living in alignment with our deepest human purpose and potential. Now, an important tool and resource for developing inner strength and balance as a man is through conserving and transmuting our vital life force energy, known as semen. In many ancient traditions and even in modern science, semen has long been recognized as one of the most powerful substances in the human body. It is the very basis of our physical existence, as without semen we would not exist. Both men and women come into existence due to the potent life-giving properties within semen. It has the incredible ability to create an entire new human life. In yogic traditions, semen is seen as one of the most potent substances in the body, on par with something as powerful as a diamond. It gives the stability, strength, and inner fire necessary to sustain human life and drive our evolution. Since ancient times, spiritual masters have known of the tremendous power contained within semen and have advocated for its conservation and transmutation. Those who practiced these techniques were among the most vibrantly alive, creative, and spiritually developed people to have ever walked this earth. They possessed a fire and passion for life that most can only dream of. They lived from a place of deep inner fullness, strength, and abundance rather than lack and longing. As a man, we have a sacred duty to properly utilize and transmute the life force we have been gifted with. Wasting this potent energy in fruitless pleasures leaves us feeling empty, weak, and without direction or higher purpose. But when harnessed and transmuted upward, our creative energies can be used to accomplish miraculous things and truly bless humanity. We were created to be strong, vibrant, purposeful stewards of this sacred gift, not its victims. So how does semen retention help us develop as men and achieve our highest potential? First, we must understand that semen is far more than just a reproductive fluid. It is a super-condensed source of nourishment and building blocks for the entire body. When retained and reabsorbed rather than lost, it provides powerful fuel for both physical and mental development. Ancient traditions that practice brahmacharya, or spiritual celibacy, reported phenomenal health, clarity of mind, creativity, and intuitive abilities as a result. Modern science is now starting to catch up to these ancient insights. Researchers have found that regular ejaculation is associated with decreased levels of important brain chemicals like serotonin, which regulate mood, while retention is linked to higher levels. Retaining our life force helps us feel fully energized and mentally sharp, rather than depleted. It allows us to fully embrace and remain present within each moment, rather than constantly chasing fleeting pleasures in a state of insatiable craving. True abundance and wealth comes from living fully in the present moment, rather than constantly desiring more in an attempt to fill internal lack. When we retain our semen, we naturally develop laser-focused discipline and presence. We are able to fully actualize our highest potential within each situation, rather than feeling scattered and unfulfilled. This is how we experience true prosperity, by being fully alive and engaged within each step of our journey, rather than constantly seeking more on the outside. Furthermore, as we go longer periods without release, we transmute our sexual energy into higher expressions of creativity, compassion, leadership, and service. Our priorities naturally shift away from empty pleasures towards purposeful goals aligned with our deeper values. We feel enlivened to tackle challenges and pursue our boldest dreams. Our interactions become infused with a warmth, depth, and charisma that draws people towards us in an organic way. Rather than objectifying others or seeing them as a means to an end, we connect with people from a place of fullness, empathy, and care for their growth and happiness. Relationships shift from codependency to interdependence as we no longer seek external validation, but radiate an inner confidence that puts others at ease. We lead through service, empowerment, and example, rather than demanding respect through egoistic displays. In short, semen retention catalyzes our evolution into our highest selves. Of course, the journey will have its challenges, which is why ongoing self-mastery and personal growth practices are recommended alongside retention. Early on especially, we may experience intense urges and cravings as our bodies detox from past addictions to constant release and stimulation. Mood swings, restlessness, and even flatlines are common as we recalibrate our relationship with pleasure and rewire old neural pathways. This is where mindfulness, journaling, exercise, social support, and transmuting sexual energy into creative outlets become invaluable tools. Over time, as we establish new habits and priorities, the urges fade into the background and are no longer the masters driving our actions and self-worth. We become empowered observers of our experience rather than helpless victims of desires outside our control. Our masculine fire is under our command, rather than raging uncontrollably. True fulfillment for men comes not from chasing endless pleasures or fleeting achievements, but from living as our highest selves each day, be vibrantly engaged within our purpose, relationships, and community. It comes from developing the inner resources through practices like semen retention to remain centered amidst life's inevitable ups and downs. We were created to be sources of light, strength, and blessing to those around us through responsibly stewarding the sacred gifts we've been given. May we each strive to fulfill our role. Regardless, I encourage you to reflect on how you can begin cultivating presence, balance, and higher priorities within your own life through practices like semen retention. Start small if needed, but commit to daily growth and responsibility over your masculinity. You have so much wonderful potential to offer the world, and may you find the courage to live as your best self each day for the benefit of all. Our shared humanity is calling us to rise. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.